Codfish, a highly nutritious lean white fish. Let's make some today. I got mine from Costco. Wild caught is always better than farm raised. So after washing and pat drying the fish, I'm going to go ahead and add some dry spices. I'll add some black pepper, some dried thyme, some all-purpose seasoning, a little bit of garlic powder, salt, and also some green seasoning. Now, codfish is a fish that is very dense. It doesn't have a lot of flavor. So it's very important to add these spices gluten-free all-purpose flour. Now you can use the regular all-purpose flour if you would like. I always add the same dry ingredients that I use for the fish in the batter because I feel like it gives it more flavor. You don't want to just kind of coat the fish in plain flour and fry it because when you bite into it, it's not that flavorful. Also, in my opinion, codfish is very bland, and if you don't add a lot of flavor to it, you're not really gonna get that much out of it. However, I do want to mention that codfish is a highly nutritious, lean white fish, so there are a lot of health benefits. It's an excellent source of high quality protein. This is how I'm going to coat the fish in that dry batter. I'm only using one hand because I don't like to have both hands messy. I am going to give the fish room just because I need to kind of turn it around a little bit. And after 3 minutes, I'm going to flip it and let it cook on the other side for 3 minutes. You don't need to give this fish a lot of time to cook because it cooks very quickly. And it's also something that you do need to watch because when you fry codfish, it tends to stick to the pan if the oil is too hot, or it can also fall apart. So, if you have patience, do try cooking codfish this way. If you don't, then do not try this. It's been 3 minutes. Now it's time to go ahead and flip the fish and let it cook for an additional 3 minutes on the other side. After that, it's done. And then I'm going to go ahead and prep my ingredients for the stew. I'm starting off to prep my ingredients here. I tend not to add any hot peppers to it. I usually cook with bell peppers. And the reason I do that is because I like to cook kids friendly meal. I think that it's very important that your kids eat the same foods that you grew up eating and also to try new things. Okay, so I'm going in with some fresh garlic and also some fresh ginger. I don't like to have the garlic and the ginger in my green seasoning. I do like to add it this way because I feel like it enhances the food better. Sometimes when I'm cooking and I think about how I grew up back home and when I didn't want to eat certain foods, especially fish, like when I was growing up, I didn't like all the different types of fish that my mom would cook, but I clearly remember her showing me the belt. And at that point, I would be halfway done. So to my pot, I already added some onions and bell peppers. I added just now the tomatoes and the thyme. I'm just gonna kind of let that go and then also add the green seasoning to it. Now I'm adding the fresh garlic and ginger, and then also the tomato and basil sauce. A little bit of jeera, my potatoes and carrots, and then I'm going to add a little bit of salt to that. I added some water. I'm going to let that boil. And then once the carrots and potatoes are boiled and the stew is nice and thick, I'll add the fish and just let it simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes. This is what it looks like after simmering, and here's the final product. Stewed cod fish with carrots and potatoes on a bed of brown rice.